Area, again, you can kind of see the application of this in just everyday life because everything you're looking at has some sort of area, so yeah, it's pretty cool. The first shape we're going to start with is the triangle. So we need the formula for working out the area of a triangle. If we kind of look at a triangle, I'm going to do it like this. So if I have, this is an attempt at a square here, and I know the area of a square is base times height. Let's say I now want a triangle, so I'm going to go like this. And I want this area. Wrap that away like magic. Wish I wrote the H this side now. That is now half the area of the original shape we had, the square. So hopefully that kind of showed you a visual of now what I'm going to write out. So the area of a triangle is half times base times height. So just don't forget that half, like so many times it gets to the end of a question, you just forget that you're doing triangle, like you know it, but you just forget to do that end half bit, so just always think about that. Another shape, I'm pretty sure this is called a parallelogram, and this one's really easy. Area of a, I'm not even going to try and like write that out. This is just base times height, so you've got base here, and then the tricky bit here is this is your height. So if it gives you the length of, this is what they would do to trick you, it would give you the length of this bit, and that's not the height. That height has to go from the floor up, basically, so just be careful of that. And then another shape, we have this thing which is called the trapezium. And what makes the trapezium hard is the fact that these two are not the same length. So the formula for this is half a plus b multiplied by h, and again h is not this, h is this. Same trick there, be careful there. So yeah, that half a plus b is kind of half the average of their lengths. So these are the ones to remember. I might write these on the side actually. Triangle, half times base times height. Parallelogram, which that doesn't really look like, base times height, be careful of what the height is. Trapezium, half a plus b, the averages of the lengths times height. Let's look at an example. So one way they often tell you to do this, I'm going to actually use a ruler. Give you a grid like this, and it would tell you on the side, this is kind of your key, that this is 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre. So we know each of that's 1 centimetre, that's 1 centimetre, that's 1 centimetre, that's 1 centimetre, etc. And then I'm going to colour in a random shape. I'm going to take this. It would then ask for the area of the shape I've just shaded in, if it's all connected, let's pretend. So let's work out what's the area of one of these squares. So we can use this. So we know that the area of a square is base times height. And in this case, it's 1 multiplied by 1, which equals 1. And then units here are centimetre squared, so it's not, can't we just 1 anything? Okay, so we know that's 1 centimetre squared. And how many do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So in total, the area of this, I quite like to draw the shape I found the area of, I think it helps. So that's the area of a square, and that's the area of the shape. It's 4 centimetres squared. Also, if I wanted, just for an extra, if I wanted perimeter, that would be, the perimeter is the outside of the shape. And it told us from the grid that 1 centimetre, so we've got 1 centimetre, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Just draw them on and then add them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 centimetres. Another one I'm going to say, just going to draw a shape, and this is replicating. We're going to go with a cricket bat, okay? And I'm going to add some lengths on here, 2 centimetres, 2 centimetres, obviously not to scale. And now I want the area of the cricket bat. So when looking at this, obviously I don't know the area of whatever this shape actually is, so you just kind of have to think in shapes, if that makes sense. So kind of create shapes from shapes. So if I had something like this, it would take a while, but I would think, oh, I have a triangle here, different colour, I have a triangle here, squarish there, triangle, rectangle, rectangle. You've just got to break it down. So for example here, I'm going to do that side, that part and that part. So let's start with this part. Again, I like to draw them out. So the area of that is base times height. What is the base? The base is this bit here, which we don't know, okay? But we know we can work it out because we know this is 6. We know that's 2. So we know if we take away that bit, that's 6 minus 2. So this much is 4. We know this is another 2. So if we take away that bit there, we do 4 take away 2. So we know that is 2. So we know that's 2, and we've got given there 4. So base times height is 2 times 4, which is 8 centimetres squared. And then we want the area of this bigger bit here. And we know that's 6 and that's 8. Base times height, 6 times 8. Which I'm pretty sure is 48 centimetres squared. And then do not forget, now because we've drawn the shape, we realise, oh, that's not actually what we were asking. Then draw your final shape back, so we know that is 8 plus 48, 56 centimetres squared. So always break it down. The trick I would say to doing it is draw the shapes, and you can work out which sides you need, and also it becomes clear at the end you don't actually have what they were asking for in the question, because you want to add them up, because you don't want to lose those extra marks. You do want that area of that whole shape at the end. I'm going to say that this is 4, and this bit here, this is a square, and I'm going to tell you that the base is 4 times the side of the square. So what is the area? Okay, so we recognise that this shape is a trapezium, so we write down the formula. Area equals a half A plus B multiplied by H. Now we need to put all the info in, so a half. So this was A, this was B. So we know A because this is a square, so each side is the same. That's meant to be a 4. Doesn't look much like a 4. So we know that A is 4. Plus, and then it says the base is 4 times the side of a square. So the base is 4 times the side of a square, which is 4. 16. Should probably have put some units on this. Let's put some units on this. Let's go meters. Meters. Okay, times H, and then again H, this is not H, just not H, this here is H, and we've been given this 4. So there we go, 16 plus 4 is 20, 20 divided by, I'll put it in, 20 divided by 2 is 10, times 4, which equals 40 meters squared.